You're with the Yacman, Ron Yakovetti for FightLaunch.com at Legends in Hollywood, California for the Strikeforce on CBS Open Workout. And I assure you, if you ask anybody about the climate of the lightweight division in MMA, they're going to tell you it looks like it's going to be an El Nino year. And I believe the man next to me has something to say about that. None other than El Nino himself, Gilbert Melendez. Gilbert, thanks for taking the time to sit us down on the floor. By the way, a guy you don't want to be on the ground with either, but I'm taking a chance right now. How's everything going for you so far?
Everything's great, man. I think your predictions on the weather report are right, man. I feel like El Nino is here and hopefully here to stay. And, you know, just kicking back here, promoting Strikeforce, promoting my fight. Should be training, but, you know, chilling out.
For fans who find you early in your career, you're what the stock world would call an investment that has paid dividends. You've produced exciting fights, a lot of victories. I believe only 2 defeats, both of which you've avenged, and you've never been stopped. How do you explain that?
I don't know how to explain it, man. I mean, I try not to look at that. You know, the days start looking at it, it starts to end. But you know, I just love fighting. I love to fight, and you know, my motto is "kill or be killed" out there. And you know, I'm going to kill. I'm not worried about judges. I'm not worried about stuff. I'm just worried about, you know, fighting my heart out as much as I can. You know, and I'm lucky. I put on good shows. They keep bringing me back, and it's a great job. I'm happy with it.
It takes a certain mentality to call what you do a great job.
Yeah.
Clearly, you have the right mindset. This fight card, very much including your fight and because of your fight, is really a defining career fight card, I think, where you're taking on a guy people know from Dream. He's another champion, another string of guys you're taking on at a high level. What does it mean for you to take a fight with Aioki? I know you've been wanting it.
Yeah, it's actually happening. You know, now I've been asking it for a long time, and now I got it. Gets me a little nervous, especially when you ask for something. They're like, here you go, you got it. But I asked for it for a reason. I really have confidence in myself. I feel like I really match up well with him, and I think I can be the guy to bring him down. And I think he's also a guy that will allow me to display what a true mixed martial artist I am.
How familiar are you with him as a fighter? Do you watch a lot of tape in a situation like this? I'm sure as a fan you've seen him before.
Yeah, of course. I've studied him a long time, but I love to study tape. People who don't, I don't know why they don't. He's actually a guy I enjoy studying. He's such an intelligent, tricky, smart fighter that I can actually pick up a lot from him. Some fighters, I can watch 5 or 6 tapes, you know, 5 or 6 fights, or just one time watch their fights and have an idea of what's going to go down. For him, it's like trick after trick after trick after trick. I'm like, wow, this guy's really amazing. So, I don't know, I've learned a lot from him, but I've also been preparing for him for my whole life. You know, people who never have groundwork, they say, oh, I'm going to fight Aioki. I'm going to train 3 months of hard jiu-jitsu. You know, I've been training hard jiu-jitsu for my 6-7 years with Nate Diaz, Jake Shields, all kinds of people we got at the Cesar Gracie fight team, and you know, all the people I got in you know, my place in San Francisco, and just so many guys already. So you know, I've been preparing this guy my whole life.
Yeah, and that was something I was going to ask you, was how does that affect your confidence? You're going in against a guy who's known as a ground wizard, a submission wizard, yet you train with a camp that is as good as any as far as submission in the ground game goes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this guy is more pressure on the submission, more forcing it, you know. But some of my guys that have good jiu-jitsu like him rather, you know, bang on their feet like the Diaz boys, you know. But yeah, man, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel confident. You know, I feel like I've seen some of the positions, and some people, I think with him, is they fight him for the first time and they've never felt something like that before, or they've never seen anything like that before, so they catches them the first time. You know, maybe the second time, but after the third time, you start seeing it more and more. And I feel like I've been there 20,000 times, you know, and I feel like I see it. He's very tricky and he's very good at it. And I'm not saying, you know, he doesn't have he has a great chance of tapping me out, but I also think I have a great chance of weathering the storm and ground and pounding him to knock him out.
Do you see a fault maybe in his chink in his armor, so to speak? With the 4 losses he have, 3 of them have come from striking, either KO or TKO. Is that something to exploit?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my ideal would be to just knock him out on the feet in the first round. A perfect fight would be a second round knockout, never touch the floor. But you know, but I can't bank on that. You know, this guy can't even take me down. You know, the reality, he has very good takedowns, very good shots, very good top game. So I'm ready for every scenario.
April 17th, CBS. El Nino's coming in like a storm, taking on Shinya Aioki. Should be an excellent matchup. Thanks for taking the time, Gilbert.
Thank you, guys.
Cannot wait to watch that fight, and you shouldn't either.